Kathak exponent Madhu Natraj with the Natya Institute and STEM Dance Company will present a nostalgic space-temporal retelling where historical veracity meets artistic resilience. On behalf of Atagalata and the Bengaluru Poetry Festival, we thank all of you for being here for the past 2 days, for making it such a grand success, all our sponsors for their support, and all the artists and poets who made this festival what it is. Thank you so much.
Even Bharat Muni in the Natya Shastra mentions, to get the attention of the audience, have something loud, vibrant, like the sound of drums. But here we brought you poetry in motion. The very process of creation, of sustenance, and of destruction is seen as the poem of life in Kathak. Kathak is a dance form which etymologically traces its origins to katha or storytelling. Kathan kahe jo, Kathak kahai. He who tells a story is a Kathak. Over time, the interpreter or the dancer then transferred their name to the art form itself, which is Kathak. And through history, poets and dancers have shared a syncretic relationship. Every dancer had to be well versed in poetry, and vice versa. You see this also in the Ashtachap poets like Surdas, and the mnemonic syllables of dance are used in their poetry. We'd like to give you a shot of that. Kirti and Ramya. So, you know the whole concept of Jugalbandi, right, in Hindustani music and dance. So there's always a competition, yeah? Perfect for these times, right? So this side of the audience is with Kirti, and this side is with Ramya, okay?
Shall we begin? Simple clapping along with me. Let's go. Ah, ah.
Dhin, ta, dha, dha. Dhin, ta, dha, dha. Dhin, ta, dha, dha. Dhin, ta. Dha, ta, dha, 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 dha. Dhin, ta, dha, 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 dha. Dhin, ta, dha, 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 dha. Dhin, ta.
वृंदावन कुंजन रचो रास आली
आली वन माली
निरतत सब सखी धे ताली
दिग दिग त्राम तत तत धग धग तत तत धग धग धातु न ते दिग धा दिग दिग थे.
This is just an example. Thank you. I think we should clap for the audience. They've been here the whole day and performed like that, right? Okay, so this particular kavita or poem that you heard is from the Jaipur Gharana, and imperative to Kathak's evolution is the poetry that informed not only its content but the form itself, and also fueled the music that goes along with it. So you see that the spatio-temporality of Kathak is embedded in kavitas and Lakshan Geet. A Lakshan Geet is something that gives you the attributes of the dance form itself embodied in the dancer. So Binadin Maharaj of the Lucknow Gharana wrote one called Niratat Dhang. It's also called a Lakshan Geet, something that tells you the attributes. So it goes something like Niratat Dhang, he Niratat Dhang, bahe pavan mand sugandh sheetal. Brindavan ki kunja galin mein radhe gopi umang niratat dhang. And then it says agra pheri kavach palata varad thoda aur tihaiya. So it's talking about all the nuances of Kathak, the todas, the chakkars, the footwork, the abhinay. And it is said that as a poet, this is Bindadin Maharaj, so he would be the grand uncle of Birju Maharaj, and of course the uncle of Shambhu Maharaj ji, Achan Maharaj, and Lachu Maharaj of the Lucknow Gharana. It is said that he was a poet, and his brother was Kalka Maharaj. So they were the Kalka Bindadin brothers. Kalka Maharaj was a master of rhythms, and Bindadin Maharaj is the one who brought back the stillness in Tumris in Kathak. It is said that he would not partake of a single morsel until he offered a poem to Radha and Krishna. So of course, Krishna is sort of ubiquitous, omnipresent in Kathak because it was also called Natvari Nritya. So I'm going to ask Ramya to come back and perform the kavit that you heard now, and to see how it is embodied in the dance form itself. Aye.
वृंदावन कुंजन रचो रास आली आली बनमाली निरतत सब सखी दे ताली दिग दिग त्राम टक 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 दिग 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 ताथुना थे दिग दा दिग दिग दे उगठत नवरस रंग ढंग लय गति दिखावत भाव भाव भो कटाक्ष सोला अंग बनावत धमक धमक फेरी तोड़ा पलटा गति निकसत कसक कसक मसक मसक थिरकन टुरन मुरन चाल ढाल छवि अति प्यारी भ्रुकुटी कुटिल सुंदर अलक झलक चंचल नैन बान हसन दसन मुस्कान लखन झलक झांकी झपकी मुख मोड़ मोड़ चित चोर चाल चपलासी चमकत चंद्रमुखी राधा चमकत चंद्रमुखी राधा, चमकत चंद्रमुखी राधा.
Thank you, Ramya. I'm just showing you very small snippets and very aware of the time also. So, they say that, as you know, Kathak has borne probably the maximum numbers of onslaughts, invasions, bans, in those days, cancel culture, all of that, right? And yet, the artists reinvented themselves and were always relevant with the times. And Kathak, like any other dance form, mirrors life. So what happened is when they transitioned from the temples to the courts, the virtuosity of the dancer mattered more than the spiritual content. But it was a devout Muslim ruler of Awadh, Wajid Ali Shah, who brought back the stillness in Kathak by commissioning artists like Thakur Prasad, who's the guru of Bindadin Maharaj, to bring back Thumris, and also asked him to write the ras again. Now, Wajid Ali Shah was a very interesting man. He was a poet, he was a musician, he was a dancer. And you know, when a king walks in a Nawab box and you say, you know, Shahenshah, Hindustan, etc., his was a poem. And he was also called himself, his pen name was Akhtar Pia. So he would be welcomed by the courtiers with Jane Alam Rehes Mubarak, Rehes the Persian word for ras. Jane Alam Rehes Mubarak, Jug Jug Jio Sada Birajo, Akhtar Pia Rehes Mubarak. Yeah? And yes, it's okay, you can clap. For Wajid Ali Shah. Yeah. And really, we live in a pluralistic society, and in times of this polarized era of globalization, we must remember that it is the duty of us artists to again and again reiterate the need to merge and work in synchronicity. So, we now move to the Thumris, and of course, you know, Begum Akhtar. We didn't want to dwell on this topic too much because you had the Gaane Wali project yesterday already, and you already have spoken about it, you heard about it. So, but the thing is, this is what I want to explain to you. See, Kathak has this special attribute, and especially my guru, our guru, Maya Rao Didi, as she's called by people here. Dr. Maya Rao would work with her guru. You see, it's not just about learning dance in a class, shopping for items and then performing them. They would sit, compose, learn through osmosis. That's Shambhu Maharaji, by the way, and that's Naina Devi, the Thumri singer, and that's Maya Ji. So she was the first one to choreograph a lot of works that were not in the Kathak repertoire or had been stopped, like the Ashtapadi of Jayadev, or reviving the Chaturangs and Prabandhs and older compositions. And Thumri especially, she studied with her Maharaj, and he would say, "Beta, kya sikhogi?" And she would say, "Abhinay." And says, "Beta, taliyan nahi milengi. You know, the talis you get with chakkar, footwork." She said, "No, this is the essence, the storytelling essence, the poetry of Kathak. This is what I want to absorb." So this, you just notice when you watch the piece. I'm going to be performing a Thumri for you. Thumri, of course, is the music of love. How the subtext is embodied in the poetic imagery via an associated meaning, not the literal meaning. So there is Ab Ke Savan Ghara. This is a Thumri that was also made very popular by Akhtari by Faizabadi, which is Begum Akhtar. Ab Ke Savan Ghara. So Savan doesn't always have to be the rain, and home doesn't always have to be a physical space. It could also be your heart. Savan could also be the tears of the Naika. This is a Naika in waiting. And just to quickly tell you about the Thumri, she says that, "I miss you. I wish this season of the monsoon, which is also the season of love." In India, every season is a season of love. Winter, summer, we have 6 seasons. So enough fodder for us poets and dancers. And she says, "Ab Ke Savan Ghara," and Bidesi Saiya. So he's out somewhere. And Main Hu Akeri. Now this, just being alone is shown by saying, you know, I have lost so much weight waiting for you. I'm not eating, lost my appetite. And she says, you know, no SMSs and at that time no emails, so we had to depend on the crow or the pigeon. So she says, Udi yori khagwa, le jaiyo sandeswa. Take my message to my lover. Look at me, I've lost so much weight, whatever. And if you do that, I will give you my gold jewelry and decorate your beak with it. I don't know how much it matters to the crow getting that much gold. I'm sure it doesn't keep up with the fluctuating stock market either, right? And on your wings, I will write my message of love. Apke sawan ghara. And then also the imagery of sawan. You know, that's the time in North India you make swings, yeah? Small gestures like in the rivulets that flow, she just throws one flower hoping it will reach her lover. So ladies and gentlemen, I will perform for you Apke Sawan Ghara, and this is choreographed by Guru Maya Rao. It's open to interpretation, just like a poem, but the spatiotemporality of this form lends itself to a lot more. Another interesting aspect of some of the Thumris that Bindadin Maharaj wrote was the Joda. So if this is the Virohit Kantita Naika waiting, there would be another Naika. Or a Thumri where you're saying, Holi Khelan Kaise Jaun Guiya. And the Joda would be cross-dressing Krishna. Yeah, to get even the gopis and say, Ab kaise khelogi hori? To Krishna, dressing him up. So, Kanha khele kahan aisi hori guiya. So, now we have another very rarely performed Thumri that Maiji learned from Shambhu Maharaj Ji. Again, how do you know it's written by Bindadin Maharaj? There'll be always be a Binda Kehet in that. Like Surdas and all the other poets. So I'm going to ask Rupa to do this Thumri. So let's go back to where we left off. She was waiting for her lover. Let's see what happens now. As I said to you before, that Kathak has always embraced, changed, and stayed relevant. At this point, I must talk about Hazrat Amir Khusro. Again, the philosopher, poet, singer, the creator of many genres of music like ghazals and qawwali and more, khayal. Amir Khusro was obsessed with communal harmony. And it is said that when he went to market to buy something, let's say aam khareedna hai, and Guru Maya Rao created a production called The Vision of Amir Khusro, which was to see a harmonized world. And in that, she took one of his, the pahelis that he would create, like riddles. So, for instance, we would have Khusro going to a bazaar to buy something, and they'd say, "Nahi, ek ghazal sunao, phir hum denge aapko aam." So she created a scenario where the women at the well are singing Khusro's ghazals, like the Zehale Miski Makunda Kaful. And one day, as these women have collected water and they're setting out, Khusro came there. A parched throat, he went up to these women and asked for some water. But the women recognized him. This is Khusro. Can't let him go. Let's test him. Is it really Khusro? So they give him some sort of jumbled words. One girl says, "Hame pasand kheer. Hame pasand hai kheer khana." Another one says, "Hame pasand hai charkha chalana. Hame pasand hai dhol bajana. Hame pasand hai kutta." Now, Khusro is thinking, na din din, na din din, na din din, na din din, na ta, na din din. And he comes up with the kheer pakai jatan se. Dhir tak, dhir tak, dhir tak, dhir tik. Charkha diya jalaye. Dhir tak, dhir tak, dhir tak, dhir. Kutta aaya kha gaya. Dhir tak, dhir tak, dhir tak. तू बैठी ढोल बजा ला पानी पिला. And this goes into बहुत कठिन है डगर पनघट की कैसे के भर लाऊं मधुआ से मटकी. And he would write in Avadhi, Brij Bhasha, and of course most of the Kathak pieces that you see are in Sanskrit, Brij Bhasha, Avadhi, Urdu, Farsi. But Guru Maya Rao took it a step forward and she said, dance transcends languages. So she started to work with Gyanpith awardees like Kuvempu, who commissioned her to do the Ramayana Darshan. And therefore, we also had Dasar Padas. I also have choreographed a piece. Mansi was talking about Akka Mahadevi and others, the Sharanes, called Mad and Divine, which was also, Akhila is sitting over here. That's probably when we first met. And now we will show you a glimpse of, since we are from Karnataka, Kannada Dasar Pada. This is by Purandara Dasa. And this particular one is on the double standards of God-men, right? Very relevant even today. And he speaks about how the dichotomy in the minds of these God-men and greed, lust, all these still haven't gone past them. So let's listen to this beautiful Dasar Pada. This I choreographed on Kirti, and he had done this music along with Praveen Ji Rao. So we will watch Udara Vairagya Vidu by Purandara Dasa.
Udara Vairagya Vidu, Udara Vairagya Vidu, Namma Padumanaabhanali Lesha Bhakutilla, Padumanaabhanali Lesha Bhakutilla, Udara Vairagya Vidu. करदलि जपमणि बायलि मन्त्रवो करदलि जपमणि बायलि मन्त्रवो अरिवे मुसुकु मोरेगे हाकि करिवे मुसुकु मोरेगे हाकि परसतियर गुण मनदलि स्मरिसुता परसतियर परम वैराग्यशालियंदनिसुವುದು ಉದರ ವೈರಾಗ್ಯವಿದು ಉದರ ವೈರಾಗ್ಯವಿದು ನಾನು ಎಂಬುದ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳೊಡನಾಡಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಹರಿ ನಾನು ಎಂಬುದ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳೊಡನಾಡಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಹರಿ ಪ್ರೇರಣೆಯೆಂದು ಧ್ಯಾನಿಸು ಮೌನದಿ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಕಾಣದೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ಉದರ ವೈರಾಗ್ಯವಿದು ಧ್ಯಾನಿಸು ಮೌನದಿ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ವಿಠಲ 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 ವಿಠಲ
Come to the last part, and I just wanted to say that, since this is a poetry-loving audience, one day they say that in Shambhu Maharaj's class, the very famous actor of that time, Balraj Sahani ji, came. And he asked the girls to show some panghat ki thumris. Panghat is when you're going to fetch water. And then, so Balraj Sahani said, what is this with Kathak dancers? All the time Krishna is wailing some sakhi or breaking the pot of some other. Aisa kyun hai koi aur? Don't you have any other contemporary themes? So Shambhu Maharaj ji said, first of all, love is timeless. And he said that, the Jamna ji, the river, is the river of life. And each sakhi, each gopi, goes with her matka to take her share of life. And the call of the flute is a higher call for a spiritual deliverance or for spiritual call. And that is why Krishna interferes. He says, if you want, I can make the girls go with plastic matkis or buckets and stand in front of the corporation pump. But that doesn't change. So just thought I'll tell you this because you will not find this story, anecdote, on Google. And the last part, do we have time? I'm happy to stop here, otherwise we'll present this last little piece for you, a group piece. Yes? Okay, don't take off your ghungroos, dancers. So, so we come back to Karnataka now, to the Sufi poet and the ruler of the Deccan Empire, Ibrahim Adil Shah. Like Khusro, he also believed in communal harmony, was obsessed with it. And I don't know how many of you know that in Bijapur, there is a town, a little city that he had built called Navraspur. And he wrote a book of poetry called the Kitab-e Navras. You can search for it, otherwise come to our library at Natya Institute. Just like Ata Galata has more books than us, but we have about 1,700 books, so on dance, dramaturgy. And Ibrahim Adil Shah has written many such pieces. He has written Vandanas, and this ghazal of his was choreographed by Guru Maya Rao for one of the landmark years in Bijapur. And it's called Ek Nari Dekhya. So it's written in Dakhni. So it's not Ek Nari Ko Dekha, so it'll be Ek Nari Dekhya Khadi Samne. So as you know, the Sufis see God personified in the form of a lover, a woman. So he says that I look at this beautiful form and it is like a painting, unparalleled. And is she the light of a radiant moon, a full moon, or is she the lightning? Is she a Turkani, or is she a Barhamini? Is she a Muslim or a Hindu? Is she a young, nubile woman, or is she a Suhagini or bride? I know not who she is, but she brings to me the vision of the Dashavtar of Vishnu. And this is choreographed partly with the words and the verse, and the rest, the poetic imagination of the choreographer and you. So we leave you with this last piece, and I'll introduce you to our wonderful artists after this. Ek Nari Dekhiya Khadi Samne, choreographed by Guru Maya Rao.
चितर नस के होए मानी जो मौज पर मौज आवे जो मौज पर मौज आवे पानी मिलते चरण धरो पेशानी चरण धरो पेशानी एक नारी देखिया खड़ी सानी एक नारी देखिया खड़ी सानी पूनम रात की मकर चांदनी या झमके मेघ ऋतु सौदामिनी पूनम रात की मकर चांदनी या झमके मेघ ऋतु सौदामिनी एक नारी देखिया खड़ी सामने एक नारी देखिया खड़ी सामने एक नारी देखिया खड़ी सामने बहुरूप खेले खेले कामिनी मैं न जानू तुर्किनिया बरहामिनी मैं न जानू तुर्किनिया बरहामिनी आप नर रूप आप सुहागिनी आप नर रूप आप सुहागिनी दस रूप ईश्वर की लाए निशानी दस रूप ईश्वर की लाए निशानी दस रूप
through history in their various forms as Kushilavas, Kirtaniyas, Tavaifs, Rasdharis, Kathak dancers have been receptacles carrying the seed element of Abhinaya and poetry with them through this storytelling form. The poetry remains through the various compositions of the choreographers today, as well as those that we carry with us. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we bring to an end for tonight the poetry of Kathak. We'd like to thank the organizers, founders of the Poetry Festival, especially Subodh, who very readily programmed us in, and we are really happy to be here. It's also the 60th year of the Natya Institute of Kathak and Choreography, so this is one of our 60 collaborations for the Poetry Festival in its 8th edition. The artists, I'll start with the ladies first. Our Assistant Director, Ramya Nagraj, Ponnamma Devaya, our Principal Dancers, Rupa Krishnamurthy, Adrika Subhash, our Projects Head, and also he did the multimedia today, Kirti Kumar, and Aziz. Handling the lights, we have Yonita Jain from our institute. Aja, Yonita. STEM Dance Company. We took her out today because the stage was small. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and I am Madhu Natraj. Namaskar. And with this, the 8th edition of the Bengaluru Poetry Festival comes to an end, to be revived very soon next year.